What in the world? Hello, everybody. It's your pal Hal coming to you from the home office in Los Angeles, California. Damn glad to be hanging out with you. It is 11:01 on the West Coast, right here in beautiful foggy. It's foggy today. There's a thick pea soup fog here in Los Angeles. It's 11:01, 11:02 in Los Angeles. Going to be with you till 1 p.m. on the West Coast. And it's if it's 11:02 here, it means it's 2:02 on the East Coast. That's how that works. Be with you till 4 p.m. on the East Coast. And we're just hanging out. We're kicking it. We're chilling. We're just chit-chatting away. We're going to talk about news. We're going to do some dumb stuff, some goofs, some gags, some comedy, and talk about what's trending, what's going on. There's going to be a couple of reviews, some streaming. Just, you know what? We're probably going to have too much fun. More fun than we should legally be allowed to have. And you are invited to the party because, listen, I'm your pal, Hal, and I would love to hear you communicating with me or hear you or see your words at the very least. And you can do that by talking to me through your smart device. Get your smart device's attention. Hi, smart device. I'm not going to say the name of your smart device because that could set off a chain reaction. Again, I don't know if you have your smart device hooked up to your security system in your house, your lights, like all of a sudden the lights go wicky wacky, or do you have the nuclear codes? I don't know where you are. Are you in a bunker at a military base listening to me right now? If you are, I salute you. And I don't want to set off the codes. So you get your device's attention. Then use the magic word say. Say is the phrase that pays. It's not a phrase, it's a word, but use that magic word and then you can drop in anything in there. So smart device, say. Hal, are you drinking a tasty beverage today? Yeah, yes, I am. I'm drinking coffee. Say, I'm hanging out in my sweatpants. Say, I'm working and you are the soundtrack to my life. And I would greatly appreciate that. Or you can go to backchannel.tv, backchannel.tv, and you can chit chat with us there. Very excited, very happy to be hanging out with y'all. And thank you. We're here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the West Coast, and Eastern time, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And guiding our way through all bushwhacking our way through the jungle of streaming, helping us, our tour guide, carrying the torch and the machete, is producer Travis. Travis!
If I had them, they would be here like this.
There you go. Yes, I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep workshopping that, like that jungle Amazon tour guide. I like that visual of the tour guide. Oh, I feel like I get darker when I lean in. Does it get darker in the background when I lean in, and then the color shift
A little
there?
bit, yeah.
Oh, do you
Oh,
see
yeah.
that
Yeah. Whoa.
there? Ah, oh,
Okay,
all
showing
right.
the weather.
Listen, very exciting. I was using a blue screen for a long time. Now we're going au natural. And
Oh,
I am au natural as well, meaning I'm not wearing pants. Just
is that
kidding.
what that
I am
means?
wearing pants. I am wearing pants.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm wearing some comfy joggers. Travis, what have you been up to since we last spoke?
Since we last spoke, I have been. Oh my goodness. Yesterday was one of those days. You ever have that
Mhm.
thing that you got to do, and it's impossibly early, and then the rest of the day is just written off entirely? Like nothing gets going after
Yes.
that. I had an appointment yesterday at like 8 in the morning, and then I had
Mhm.
just enough juice in the brain to get through our show. And after that, it basically went from 1:30 to 10 p.m. in what felt like 7 minutes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Uh well, yeah, when you first started to say that, I know what you're talking about. And when you first started to say that, when you said it was, you ever have one of those days, or it was just one of those days, I thought you were going to start singing the Limp Bizkit song. It's
I
just
should
one of
have.
those days you don't want to wake up.
Fun fact. There is in Los Angeles at a
Yes.
bar on Hollywood Boulevard on Thursday nights. There is a jazz band that plays that is semi frequently hosted by Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit.
What?
Yeah, the show is called Fred Durst Presents the Tyler Hammond Jazz Experience.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
it was my favorite thing I found in the first year of living here. I almost didn't believe it, but it's real.
Uh, I like the new look that he had going on
Yeah,
at
the
with the with was that a wig he was wearing,
yeah,
or
it
is
was
that
that.
his actual hair?
I think that was a wig, but the handlebar was real.
Oh, did he have a handlebar mustache?
Yeah, that was the I think what was that song called? They released a single. Limp Bizkit put out new music last year. This is already off the rails, and it
Mm-hmm.
was called Dad Vibes. I think was that it?
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see
2000?
that. Yeah, you got to just transition into age appropriateness.
They just
Transition into
oh, no,
what's
they just
that?
released breaking news. Limp Bizkit has released a new album.
Out.
Yeah. When was this?
Hmm.
This was this year.
Huh. I
Oops.
I
Yeah.
I did not see that coming up on many people's Spotify Wrapped.
No, and the album is called and this is not a joke. Limp Bizkit still sucks.
Well, that you know what? I can get behind that. That's kind of funny. They're owning it. Uh, yeah. Did you watch that Woodstock documentary? The
Woodstock
Woodstock
'99.
'99. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
did.
And my friend Lon Harris and I talked about it on our streaming podcast, Binge Boys. And yeah, it seemed like Limp Bizkit, um, like the crap was hitting the fan at Woodstock already because it was a
Literally.
sea of raw sewage. There were like bottles of water cost $9. There were no accommodations for people. There were horrific sexual assaults happening, which is just a terrible a nightmare. And then stuff started to burn, and then it seemed like Fred Durst came on and was encouraging people to just go nuts and burn crap and destroy property. Right?
Yeah,
Pretty much.
that was absolutely the that's what happened. They took his
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, that Woodstock '99. It's called Break Stuff, right?
Yeah, it's called Break Stuff, which was is that
Yeah.
that's a Limp Bizkit song, right?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Um, and that's available on HBO Max, part of their Music Box series,
Oh.
where there's a new one with DMX coming out this week.
And Kenny G.
Oh, and Kenny. Oh, that's part of the Music Box as well?
Yeah.
Nice. And then a week or two ago, the Alanis Morissette Jagged, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the her breakthrough monumental album, Jagged Little Pill. I didn't realize how big that freaking album was, but yeah, it's filled with memorable songs,
Yeah.
and also uh, taught me taught me what the word ironic doesn't mean, because I guess
Several times over the course of
yeah,
3.5 minutes.
yeah. Uh, cool. Yeah, Travis. Yesterday, I I tried unsuccessfully to get my booster shot.
Hmm.
I'm trying to do a walk-in at a local pharmacy, and I did not. I was unsuccessful. So I'm going to try that again right after we get done here. I'm going to take off the headphones and cruise on over to Rite Aid and and see if I can get what the kids are calling the Fauci ouchie.
If only we had the budget for a camera crew, that could have been a segment.
Oh yeah, Hal drives around Los Angeles pharmacies
Trying to get a booster.
trying to get a booster. I have an appointment for one, but then the next day I have to I have to shoot something besides this, and it's
Right.
like I can't be run down. So I think I have to
Yeah.
cancel my appointment for next week. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see. 11/11, everybody. If you're on the West Coast, make a wish. Make a wish. And are you okay? Just pause for a moment of silence while I make a wish. All right, there we go. There we go. Made that wish. Don't tell anyone. Keep it locked away in your vault of wishes. And by in your vault of wishes, I mean your mind. Again, never tell anyone your wish or it won't come true. And that goes for wishing in a wishing well, wishing on a birthday cake, or wishing on a shooting star, or wishing when it's 11/11. Or, well, I guess you could tell a genie a wish, but that's fiction. Travis, are there any other times that I'm leaving out when one would make a wish?
Ah. Let's see. We got the. Oh, maybe. No. Are any of those like Jersey Shore Midway fake fortune teller things? Are those wish based? I never actually encountered one in person, or is that
No,
more of a
that's like a fortune that you
fortune
get,
teller? Okay.
or oh, Magic 8 Ball. You know the
Oh,
Magic Eight
that's a
Ball?
yeah.
That's like making a wish,
Well, then again, aren't you supposed
or
to
it's a
ask the question
question.
out loud though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, Magic
I think
Eight
you covered
Ball,
it.
Ouija board. Oh yeah, yep. All right, yeah. So for all of your wish-based needs,
Oh,
remember,
wishbones.
yes, good call. That's my patented turkey noise. By the way, my you see my green screen in the background here.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to go sans blue screen or green screen for this show, like shortly before the show. So I have the green screen leaning over here, so you can't see my laundry on the bed. I've got a pile of it's clean laundry on this couch daybed thing in my office here, slash guest room that we have. And so later today, I will be folding laundry and trying to get a booster shot. That's very sorry. Sorry, you must be having so much FOMO about all the fun that I'm describing right now. Travis, before we get into the trending topics,
Mm-hmm.
anything else to report? Anything coming up later today?
Mm. No, sir.
Thursday. Thursday, it's already the second, 'tis the season.
My goodness. Yeah, we're in it. No,
No,
no, sir.
nothing to
No, nothing
report.
to report.
All right, let's jump into the
Going.
Twitterverse. Uh, Daily, we go into the Twitterverse, we go into the Twitter sphere, and we see what's happening, what's trending. Yeah, what's happening? Like sometimes it's like a cool, weird story. Sometimes it's like some celebrity news. I love that. I love. You know what? I love talking about those Hollywood types and whatnot. And sometimes it's a serious story where, like, I try to navigate my way through that story without bringing the room down too much, or without getting too controversial here. Trying to ride the middle of the road. You know what I'm talking about, Travis?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Let's see. All right, I had a couple of notes of things that we're trying. Oh, Shang-Chi, Marvel's Shang-Chi has been trending for a little bit the past during the morning and for the past day. Shang-Chi was and Simu Liu, who played Shang-Chi, was talking about why they chose to have this superhero wear Air Jordans. And Shang-Chi, Simu Liu, and by the way, Shang-Chi, very fun movie, really great addition to the Marvel verse, the MCU. And he was talking about, like, he was going to wear boots. He was like, nah, I wanted a more serious tone. But then they talked about him being, he's Asian American, and he felt like it was a shout out to his culture, and just like there was something truthful and real about it. There's a look. Those look like Jordan ones. Can you scroll down? There's another picture from the same that has that has a picture like a nice like side view of the silhouette. No, there's like I think there's one more if you keep scrolling there, but keep going, keep going. It's like one of the actual shoe, just the actual shoe. There it is. There it is. So that's the shoe he's wearing, and that looks like a Jordan 1, but it's not quite. Like I'm a big sneakerhead, so I'm gonna here. Let me grab a Jordan 1 for you. That's another thing. If I put the camera down on the floor, you'd be able to see like a bunch of sneakers. So this is a Jordan 1. So as you see, that one has the Jumpman on the on the side panel here. This one has the wings, the classic Jordan wings, and that's the usual. So I'm not like that's. Listen, I don't want to diss Shang-Chi and his 10 rings or bracelets. I don't know if you saw the movie. Those 10 rings, those are bracelets. Travis, can you come in here for a second, please?
Yes.
Did you see Shang-Chi Legend of the 10 Rings?
Yes, I did.
Those were bracelets, right?
Maybe they were once rings for much larger. Yeah, they were bracelets. Yeah, those are bracelets. 100%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe like for a giant, like, a frost giant or something, then maybe those would be considered rings. But where I come from, you put it on your arm. If you put it on your very hairy arm, it's a bracelet. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 10 Bracelets. Otherwise, really liked it. I enjoy Aquafina, even though she is criticized for using too much African-American vernacular, AAV. She was received some criticism, but it's like, you know what? I'm not canceling Aquafina yet. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, and she's still all right in my book. And I enjoyed the film. But yeah, so this is a Jordan that looks a little off-brand. That looks like so there's Jordans and then there's Team Jordans. That looks like a Team Jordan, but maybe because it's like more cost effective or something. Because he was like a valet parker who lived in like a basement apartment. So yeah, interesting. But I like it. I do at the end of the day, whether it's like, a like the best Jordan in the world or anything. I think it's relatable. It's cool, and it does it makes the character a little more grounded and down to earth. Shang-Chi kicking it in his Jordans with his 10 bracelets. Sorry, I just had to get that off my chest about those bracelets. Let's see. There's some other trending topics in the Twitterverse. Okay. So Chris Cuomo got suspended from CNN. I was looking at that a little bit. So I guess this is I'll watch a little CNN from time to time. Sure. I still I still dabble. I like that. I like where do I get my news from? I don't know. NPR, CNN, the New York Times. We get the Sunday Times, Twitter. But anyway, Chris Cuomo, when his brother Andrew Cuomo was going through just the trials and tribulations and like accused of sexual harassment, found guilty of like harassing women and just like gross behavior, and he obviously had to resign. We have a conflict of interest here in as much as Chris Cuomo, who's reporting the news, is also making the news and counseling his brother. Interesting. And also interesting. So he regularly, so there was a time, I don't know if you remember, in 2020, Andrew Cuomo was like America's governor because Trump was crapping the bed. Trump just like crap the bed, throw away the sheets. He made a big old mess out of handling COVID. And Andrew Cuomo seemed to be like, oh, I am a steady voice of leadership. I'm steering the ship with a steady hand. And Chris Cuomo would have him on the show all the time. And they would be goofing around. It's like, Chris, thanks for having me on. Oh, yeah, my brother. He's the best. He's the best in the world, best in the mayor. Oh, yeah. So what'd you do today? And they were ribbing each other, just having a grand old time. And then when the S hit the fan for Andrew Cuomo getting in trouble for mishandling old age homes and senior care during COVID, and juicing the numbers a little bit of COVID, and then sexual harassment. Chris Cuomo was like, oh, radio silence. Yeah, can't talk about that. We're not going to talk about it. And then turns out he was helping him behind the scenes. So let's see what it says there below the headline. Chris Cuomo addresses embarrassing suspension from CNN over involvement in brother Andrew's misconduct defense. CNN host Chris Cuomo has broken his silence after the network indefinitely suspended him following efforts to help his brother, former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, respond to allegations of sexual misconduct. It hurts to even say it. It's embarrassing, but I understand it. And I understand why some people feel the way they do about what I did. I've apologized in the past, and I mean it, he said on his SiriusXM radio program, Let's Get After It, on Wednesday. In a statement released on Tuesday, CNN said new documents pointed to a greater level of involvement in his brother's efforts than we had previously knew. Andrew Cuomo resigned from his position as New York governor in August. Yeah, the Andrew Cuomo, like all the allegations and charges against him were pretty terrible. Like just asking a young woman, like just manipulating and using his position of power to a dangerous degree, and like asking people who worked for him, like a 20-something woman, he's a 60-something-year-old man. So what's the oldest you'd ever date? What's the oldest? What's the cutoff? Or yeah, just like really, or just touching. Yeah, we don't have to get into all that nonsense. So yeah, Chris Cuomo, you're kind of between a rock and a hard place though, because like you want to help out a family member, like as lacking in journalistic integrity as this is. Like if my brother was okay, let's go through this for a second. If one of my brothers was elected to a public office, high office, and then they wanted to come on your Pal Hal show and goof around, great. And then they had a scandal, like behind the scenes, like I would still want to help them because they're my brother. But here's the thing. In this case, Chris Cuomo, he should have just said, yeah, own up to it and resign for the best. That's the best for everybody. So, yeah. Anyway, I just talked myself out of what I was talking myself into. Chris Cuomo suspended from CNN for a hot second. We'll see when he's coming back, and definitely suspended. Okay, so you have the big Art Basel art show in Miami happening right now, and we mentioned we're talking about sneakers. This is a very sneaker friendly place right here. And we were talking about Virgil Abloh, the great fashion designer, had his final show, and it became like a celebration of his life, and a lot of celebrities, a lot of people like came out to it. Okay, there's it looks like it's I think it might be Migos. Can we blow up that picture? Listen, I'm not as fashion forward as I could be. Listen, sometimes I feel like we were talking earlier about being age appropriate. Like, dude on the left, dude on the left looks like an elf. that 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 looks like the coolest elf. Um, I would f with I like the poncho. I like the poncho. The Louis Vuitton, like blue. Like, okay, I'm feeling all of these outfits, except I'm sorry but it's still a cool elf. Very cool elf. So, um, some very sick, a little bit lit, not chuggy. Yeah, those are nice fits. We got nice fits happening here, but a cool, but the left one is giving me cool elf vibes, and partly because I got Christmas and the holidays on the brain. Happy Hanukkah, by the way. Tonight will be the 5th night of Hanukkah. God bless. All right, there's the man himself, Virgil Abloh. Rest in peace. He really had such an effect, left his imprint on culture, art, fashion, street culture, sneakers. Yeah, just so many different aspects when you slice it thin. When you slice and look at. Go back just a sec, please. So Kim, Kanye, or Ye, Rihanna. We love Rihanna. Congratulations, Rihanna, on being her most honorable, righteous, number one person of Barbados. Barbados recently honoring Rihanna. So yeah, the all sorts of celebs. Let's keep going. I want to list. I would love to see pictures and lists of celebrities and some of the stuff that was at this Virgil Abloh last fashion show. There we go. All right, there's formerly the first family of the United States. Ye, Kim, and who's that? Little Northwest. All looking very very fashion forward. That's cool. That's cool. Virgil was here. Okay. All right. I'm. You know what? I could not pull this off, but I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. It's kind of like like there's like a skirt slash holy man vibe, but with pants underneath, and then like a nice cool like zip up. All right. I like it. I couldn't pull that. That's a cool fit. I really dig that. So we're talking like kind of a Letterman jacket with like a tie-dye vibe and shorts. I love those shorts. The boots not so much. Love the knee socks. The knee socks are sick. The boots less. I'm not a boot guy. I would pair the knee socks with a sneaker with a low top or just a regular high top sneaker. Very cool. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's here's one. This looks like a Batman villain. I'm not gonna lie. It's a picture of a checkered hood and silver MTV Moon Man award. Like, so silver with a checkered hood. I like I love what I'm looking at, but it's absolutely Batman villain vibes. Very cool. Oh, yes, yes. Is that someone in particular? Let me. Is it?
I believe that is Quavo from the Migos.
Yes, Quavo
Quavo?
from the Migos. Very cool. Very cool.
See what else I got. What are these here?
Super dope. Very fly. Offset. Okay. Oh. So Offset also from the Migos. I saw this picture. Earlier. If you could scroll through so we could see Offset in his outfit. Okay, so there it is. There he is. There he is. And scroll down so we can see the top hat. Or up. Yeah, there we go. This looks like yeah, very fashion forward. It looks like a racing car jumpsuit that a driver might wear, and like a blue top hat. We're talking about the Virgil Abloh fashion show, his final fashion show. R.I.P. Virgil Abloh. And very cool looking, but also I'm getting like Willy Wonka casual Friday vibes. Definite Willy Wonka either at a racetrack or Willy Wonka Casual Friday, but it's still dope as hell. Like I don't know if I could. You know what? That jumpsuit looks like it would be like cool for like a ski resort or something. Oh, okay, a little Macho Man Randy Savage vibes. Macho Man Randy Savage, a fashion trailblazer, all his own for sure, for sure. I like those boots. Those I'm not gonna lie, those boots are pretty sick. All right, so Virgil Abloh and there. Okay, there are the two of the Migos. Keep scrolling. They're the Migos walking the fashion show, walking the runway, doing the catwalk. Yes, look at this. I mean that it absolutely does. Wow, there's some cool fits. We got some models hanging out backstage. It it could be Batman villains, like everyone. And you know what? Someone tweeted uh, that when you get to a certain uh like when you get to a certain level of celebrity and fame, like you just start dressing, and this is true for like everyone in this fashion show, but also like Kanye or like Lady Gaga. Like you start dressing how you wish you could have when you were 6 years old. And very fun, very fashion forward. But Virgil Abloh, real trailblazer. Listen, I used to think like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, however long ago, when Yeezys first came out, um, I thought those looked like stupid like space age moon boots that I would never wear. And like I still I'm a Jordan guy, but Yeezys like now it's like normalized. So Virgil Abloh. Uh, Good for you. Stacy's with us. We got 10 in California. Welcome. India joined the stream. Thank you for being here, everybody. Hanging out with your pal Hal. It's 11:33. We're just going through some trending topics. Hello, hello, Stacy. We're going through some trending topics right here on Twitter. We're in the Twitterverse, and we're going to be here till 1 p.m. on the West Coast, and we'll be here till 4 p.m. on the East Coast. And you can participate in our show by getting your smart device's attention, use the magic word say, and then go ahead and put whatever you want after that. So, smart device, say, that stuff was too fashion forward for me, or say, that was a sick fit, dog, or say, I'm eating some ravioli right now. Whatever it is, I want to know what you're snacking on. I want to know what you're up to. And you can also communicate with us by going to backchannel.tv. And I would love to hear from you. All right. Let's keep going into the Twitterverse. Yes, 10. Tracy, what is happening? Is that Aunt Tracy, Stacy, and Tracy? Two great folks, and so nice, so fine. It's time to rhyme with Stacy and Tracy. Great to have you here. Thanks for hanging out. All right, 10. Thank you as well. And what are you up to? You snacking on anything today? You doing anything? Are you working? Are you chilling? Let me know. Talk to us in the chat. Also happening. Oh, okay. So, let me come clean and say I've never been much of a Maroon 5 fan. Okay. Uh, Adam Levine, you know, uh, listen, I know the ladies love Adam Levine. Okay. He's very handsome, very handsome. Married to I guess model, and on The Voice and whatever show, and the X Factor, The Voice. He's on all of the shows. But yeah. Oh, so he he was trending for that. They said he got a face tattoo, but now he says his Black Rose face tattoo was fake. He's too vain for that. Interesting, because I wouldn't put it past him. The I don't know if you remember the Super Bowl halftime show that Adam Levine was performed at. It was not a great. Stacy's just chilling, very nice. Adam Levine, uh, it wasn't a great Super Bowl halftime show, and at one point, it's like he made a big deal out of taking his shirt off and then revealing that he had all these tattoos all over his chest. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." But it was like he really wanted to show off his tattoos at the Super Bowl several years ago. I don't remember what it was. I just, yeah, not, yeah. It was no Prince Super Bowl halftime show. Super Bowl halftime show, the best ones, Prince, Bruce Springsteen did a really good one. Queen Bee, Beyonce crushes Super Bowl halftime shows. So Adam Levine, there it is. Oh boy, he's like, and wait for this, America. Oh, I've been working out and getting tats. What does it say on his stomach? Does it say California? Is that Cal? Yeah. Okay. You know, maybe I should get New Jersey on my stomach or California. I listen. Can you have two homes? Is it possible to have two homes? Because California is my home. New Jersey feels home to me. But Adam Levine, I feel like he's a little bit of a poser with all this ink. That's just me though. He could do whatever he wants. Listen, he's you know, he embraced the rock and roll lifestyle. Adam, he's a rocker and he's doing it. He got all those, but just seems like, oh, I'm gonna get like all these tats. It seems like he went from zero to tatted. You know, he went from zero to tatted. Stacy says it is possible to have two homes. Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, because like New Jersey will always be in my heart, but like I live in California, and California is definitely my home. I've become a Lakers fan. I have become a Lakers fan since living in California. Uh, yeah, Adam Levine. Uh, yeah, never not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan of the Maroon Five. Uh, that's it. And for no not much like yeah, the moves like Jagger and everything. Not it doesn't speak to me. Okay, it doesn't speak to me. So if it speaks to you, good on you. Oh, that's a nice Garden State tattoo. Very nice Jersey tattoos. Thank you for researching that. Travis Reeves. That's why he's the best in the biz. Finding that picture of my next tattoo. I have one tattoo, one little tattoo on my arm here. There you go. So that is. Can you? Let's go back to see what else is trending real quick here in the Twitterverse. Oh, I guess Alex Jones has been Alex Jones, a fountain of misinformation, a quote unquote provocateur who has made, one of the people who you can absolutely say has made the world a worse place to live. Alex Jones, congratulations on making the world worse. Oh, there he is. Oh, disgusting, disgusting. Oh, with his shirt off. And so, anyway, he has been subpoenaed by the January 6th Commission. And you know what? Hopefully he gets what's coming to him. God bless us, everyone. Yeah. So Alex Jones, one of the people who's truly made the world a worse place. And any other any other trending topics? Alec Baldwin giving his first interview since the tragedy on the set of his film. All right. You know what? I think we've hit our trending topics for the day. Those have been our trending topics. Now, let's shift gears and we're going to jump into our Twitter deep dive. So what we do, we like to see what celebrities, what or maybe some weirdos, and I embrace that. Listen, I'm a embrace your let your freak flag fly. I gladly a weirdo. Okay, I love it. I love it. Embrace the weird. Or corporations and stores. It's always interesting, and I love when we stumble on something cringy. So today on our Twitter deep dive, I'm a dog owner, a dog lover, a pet. I'm very pet friendly. This is a snack friendly zone. This is a pet friendly zone, and today we are going to check in with our friends at Petco. Twitter deep dive, Petco, the Health and Wellness Co. Like, okay, first off, their banner, Petco, the Health and Wellness Co. That's a little too neutral. I think you need to say for animals or pets. Might give folks the wrong idea there. All right. Anyway, I would say, like, yeah, like that's just a little. Their banner on their Twitter account says the Health and Wellness Co. Like that could be like GNC. That could be like Gold's Gym or 24-hour fitness. Like very like so far my review is Petco. Got to work on the branding, yo. All right. But they're doing solid follower wise, 179K. And here's what Petco says about themselves in their bio: it's our goal to help pets lead full, rewarding lives. Yes, we'll help pets get employment, meet a significant other, and dress to impress. Help pets lead full. But you know what? It's true. Like, until you have a pet, you don't realize, oh, what is my pet's quality of life? Um, like what is my pet having fun? Because a lot of times it's like sleeping and then getting excited for snacks, and then they like to go like dogs. They like walks. Uh, so yeah, what is this pet's quality of life? So I feel that. I feel that, Petco. That's why we're revolutionizing the way the industry thinks about pet well-being. All right, Petco. Listen, they say that I was in a Petco over the summer, and it just felt like a pet store to me. Like I didn't get this. Like, oh, this is like the psychology and like spa vibe for animals that they're talking about, and like the new age, like the zen of pet well-being. I didn't like I wasn't exactly feeling that when I was there, but Stacy's a dog friendly person too. I like it. Do you have any pets, Stacy? uh so but yeah, you know what, I appreciate that the Petco's goals here. Let's see some of their tweets. What has Petco been putting out there in 140 to 280 characters? Spirit of the holidays, some charity stuff for pets. Okay, retweeting Ron Coughlin. Sure, great, great. So pet love stories, Giving Tuesday. I like it. All right. All right. Oh, happy Hanukkah, full of warmth and light. You know what? I would have appreciated. Uh, I don't know who. Oh, Ron Coughlin. He must be like. It's R. Coughlin Petco, so he must be like the CEO or something of Petco. Is that? Oh, yeah. There he is. There it is. Okay, yeah. Travis was showing me that. Thank you. Um, there's a cat wishing us happy Hanukkah. Or you know what? I don't know if that cat actually has any feelings at all about Hanukkah, and maybe it's just photoshopped on there. I would have preferred a puppy, but that is just me. I'm a dog person, not a kitty cat guy. All right. Keep it going. Keep it going, Petco. All right. Oh, okay. So far, it's just like Petco is breaking its own arm, patting its CEO on the back with these RTs. Like I haven't seen one original tweet from Petco, or maybe the first one, but like maybe think for yourself, Petco. Oh, let me see what that what was that tweet from Ron about the employee that we went past, or I'll read that. If there's one thing I can say with certainty, it's that our Petco partners, oh, so if you work there, you're a partner, all right, care deeply about the health and wellness of the pets in our communities. I don't know. The cashier, when I was checking out, a little standoffish. I didn't come here to take shots at Petco, but I just, that being said, there was a good customer service. There was someone who helped me. Very nice. Because I was trying to find, I was trying to find diapers for a dog. Yes, it's true. To take on a plane. Long story. Thanks for your commitment to our mission of improving lives. Debbie at Petco, good on you. Thanks for helping pets everywhere. All right. So it's Debbie at Petco. What else we got? What else we got? Your pet may have be able to try grandma. Your pet may not be able to try grandma's famous pumpkin pie. What? I gave my pets, each of them got a giant slice of pumpkin pie. No, I'm just kidding. I did not feed pumpkin pie to my dogs, but they can have a little pumpkin as a treat to keep your pets happy and healthy this season. Check out. Oh, you know what? Our pets love sweet potato. Like raw sweet potato, our dogs, fantastic. So I'm feeling that. What else do we got there? More Ron Coughlin. I'm done. You know what? Too much Ron Coughlin. That's one of my reviews of Petco. Get your own identity and like stop, aggrandizing Ron Coughlin. You know what? I want to start a Twitter beef with Ron Coughlin now. Bill, welcome to the party. Thanks for joining the stream. So Petco is just a soapbox for CEO Ron Coughlin. You know what I wonder? Can we go to Ron Coughlin's personal Twitter? There he is. Okay, so here's what I think. Ron Coughlin, the handsome middle-aged guy, it looks like he's got a kitty cat in his banner there. Again, I'm a dog guy. I think that there's already something I don't care for with Ron Coughlin. He's only got 1,700 followers. I think he wants more followers. Ron Coughlin, the CEO of Petco, is trying to game the system and win this follower game by getting all of his by using his company to retweet him. And I'll tell you what, with only 1,700 followers, it's not working, Ron Coughlin. So I'm going to encourage Ron Coughlin, more like Ron Step Offlin, from making Petco retweet you all the time. Okay? I bet Ron Coughlin is sitting there and he has access to both accounts and he's switching over to Petco, retweeting himself. Travis, can you come in and chime in on this? What do you think? Do you think Ron Coughlin is trying to game the system here?
I think he's just goodness gracious. I just really took a look at this guy's face. This guy is...
Oh, his eyes are a little intense.
It's a lot of... You got everything's kind of focused in right there.
Yeah.
It looks like someone put a face on someone else's head. But
yeah, he's got a real five head there, real five head. Oh, what? Let's see some more of his tweets.
He seems like a CEO that's just trying to do his best to promote his company, and that's the only thing about him. Ever.
See, I think he's trying to feather his own nest. He's trying to become pet famous.
Okay.
He's trying to become the next Caesar Milan or some such. And yeah, can we scroll through a little bit? Can we scroll through his tweets? Can we see if he's got any weird personal tweets?
So you think he's aiming to become a famous pet psychologist by being the CEO of Petco or something like that?
Maybe. Or he's just trying to get. He's in it for the clout, dog. He's in it for the clout. Yes. Batman joined the stream. What's up, Batman?
That's exciting.
Good to have you here. By the way, if you're hanging out with us, appreciate you being here, and you can communicate with us a couple of ways. It's 11:52, 2:52 on the East Coast, 11:52 on the West Coast. You can communicate with us by getting your device's attention, and then using the magic word "say" and drop in anything after that. So you're having a tasty snack. So smart device, then say, I'm eating spaghetti and meatballs. Smart device, say, I'm eating garlic bread. Do you have any pets? Tell us about your pets. Say, I got a bulldog named Buster. Or say, I have a hamster named Frederic. Or you can chat with us at backchannel.tv. Go to backchannel.tv or YouTube, and you can chat with us there. All right. So what do we got? There he is in front of a beautiful looking Petco. Okay. Oh, happy birthday, Yummy. All right. Here's the 14 more. Oh, 14-year. Okay. So he's a nice pet owner, but Ron Coughlin, this is my assessment. So right now we're doing a Twitter deep dive of Petco and their Twitter account, and their CEO, Ron Coughlin, like their whole account was just retweets of their CEO. And here again, I think he's in it for the clout. Here's a bold statement. Ron Coughlin, the CEO of Petco, clout first, pet second. How do you like that, Travis?
I mean, he certainly tweets a lot. I can't deny it. He likes to be seen in the stores, likes to have that be a public thing. Photo ops with the employees.
Yep. There he is. So he's out and about, wishing all at Petco in my network a healthy Thanksgiving with your furry friend. Okay. One thing I can say with clarity, it's that Petco deeply care about the health and wellness.
There's all that right. One, Debbie. Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Great.
Like Elsinore. Yeah, Fortune magazine, stuff like that. Yeah, it just seems like run-of-the-mill CEO stuff.
No hot takes. No like. No. I want a gotcha like hot take.
I want to see if maybe
what does Ron Coughlin think about Kyle Rittenhouse? or does he like Clifford the Big Red Dog? Like, does he have a take on that?
Yeah. Does he think that's like medical malpractice?
Yeah. Like Clifford the Big Red Dog is a sick monster. How dare they? There's a cute dog in the snow. All right, so we got Ron Coughlin, we got Petco. Just for S and giggles, can we see what's going on with PetSmart?
I'd love to.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with their rival. Oh, Stacy has a bulldog named Nala. Very cool. Oh, is Nala from The Lion King? I love that. Wow. Okay. PetSmart, about 50,000 more followers than Petco, and maybe it's because they're not just retweeting some egomaniacal CEO. Let's take a look at these PetSmart tweets. I bet we got fire tweets. Oh, there you gotta see. There's like a nice kind of goofy looking guy, and I mean that in a loving way, holding his cat. He's got the Christmas tree behind him. They're here, our limited drop Paul-a-day sweater. So it's holiday with paw. So already better, coming with the puns and the jokes. But hurry, first come, first serve. Get your paws on a sweater set. Yes. Let's keep going. Sold out. If you didn't get your paw. Oh, see? Like that's clout. That is real clout. What else we got? Santa Claus is coming to PetSmart for Santa Photo Days. Oh, I love that. I got my I put my dogs all on a table one time to get their photos with oh that clearly that's Santa. Can we go back to that Santa? Or was that a video? Can you pause it when we see Santa? When we get a good shot of it. Pause it. Oh, can you pause it? Can you pause it? No. Unpausable. There we go. There we can. Okay, good. He can we zoom in on that Santa Claus's face? That beard and mustache is like you. There is no mustache and beard separation there. Very terrible. Dare I say, frightening looking Santa Claus. He looks like Cthulhu. He does with the squid face guy. Oh my god, and he's got a snake for good measure. He looks like the squid face guy from Pirates of the Caribbean, or Cthulhu. There's no set beard and mustache separation. The mustache is over the nose. Is he using his beard and mustache as a mask? I don't know what's happening here, but it's making. You know what? I'm getting a little too worked up about all the pet stuff, but so far PetSmart above better than Petco, but that Santa not working. Here's the thing. I want a real beard on my Santa Claus. All right, you heard me. I want a heavy set older gentleman with a real beard. That is what I'm talking about. I want my Santa to be a portly elder gentleman with a real facial hair. Do you have any hot takes on your Santa, on how you want your Santas, Travis? Your mall Santas?
You know, I think in a perfect world, I think we could see his mouth and his nose. I think you touched on something. I think this is a mask Santa beard. I think that's it. I think it's for protection, whether from health and safety protocols or
wait. You're saying wait. Are you saying this thing is actually made to be a mask beard?
I think so, and I think that
no way. That doesn't exist. That product does not exist. Look it up. Look it up. Listen, let's have a gentleman's bet here. Gentleman's bet, Travis?
Gentleman's bet. Gentleman's bet.
Great. Travis and I are going to have a gentleman's bet right now to see whether or not a combo mask beard, like a beard that is actually a combo mask, doesn't matter what Santa Claus looks like. It's on the inside that really counts. Stacy, you're one of my faves, okay? You're absolutely my pal, but I got to disagree with you. Santa Claus is all about on the outside. And here's the thing. I think Santa can be like any, like, race or whatever, but like Santa's got a beard and a red suit, so like it is about what's on the outside. Like, if you took the kids to the mall and they sat on the lap of a guy in a gray tweed like suit, or a woman in like a black latex outfit, that wouldn't feel the same. So it is partly about what's on the outside, at least. I guess I'm a old fashioned. I'm a purist. So we do have these holiday masks.
Yeah, I can't find anything that's quite that terrifying. Most of these are pretty obviously a mask with a beard attached.
Yes. Okay, so that I buy, but that thing that was just a crisscross applesauce beard.
Yeah.
He was just all over the map. So, but Travis, I did say we did bet on that, and like you did find the mask beard, but that was a little bit more the obvious thing.
Ear hanger string coming up there. It's interesting. Regardless.
Where?
Right,
Run your cursor.
Oh yeah, you can't see. So right in between the glasses and the
What?
That could just be
What?
more hair, though. You know what? I think regardless, we're both on the side of it doesn't look great. Doesn't look great.
It looks like Cthulhu. I'm
It does
frightened.
look like.
It looks monstrous. All right, so that was the deep. Oh, let's just a little more scroll. One more scroll.
For
It's
PetSmart? All right.
12:01 here on the West Coast. Holly just got cozier. Great. Keep
More
going.
Holiday.
Yep, yep.
Hey.
Hey, yeah. Oh, that's a cute little chihuahua in a reindeer outfit. I like it. I like it. See, I feel like PetSmart is really winning the Twitter game here against
I
Petco.
agree. Yeah, Petco
Because
seems to spend most of their time just extolling. Their CEO just talks about why Petco is great versus PetSmart that's just saying, hey, look at this stuff we made.
yeah, they're having fun. This is it's a little more fun. It's a little more jocular. And Petco is like it seems like they're a little too self-serious with
Mm-hmm.
that, like the health and well-being of your pet. And again, of course, I appreciate that as a pet owner, but they're not having fun. This is fun. That picture, that's fun. Can you do a big scroll and like let's see like what they tweeted in like October or September or something? You can like big scroll, big scroll. It's got a hair in my mouth. Don't like that. All right, let's. What do we got? All right, there's an. We'll do anything for Elsie. Does your pet also love our new commercial? All right, really? Is it? Uh, oh, was Elsie featured in their commercial? Very
No, that
nice.
dog is happens to be. Someone took a video of their dog watching a PetSmart commercial.
Gotcha. Very good. Let's a little more one more scroll.
Oh, let's do that.
Oh, just yeah, lots of cute pet pic. What do you expect? What do you expect? Lots of cute pet pics. All right. Very nice. So that was your deep dive into the Twitter accounts of PetSmart, Petco, and Petco's CEO Ron Coughlin, who's in it for the clout. That's what I'm saying. Ron Coughlin, don't even at me. Don't even at me, Ron Coughlin. It is 12:03. I want to thank you for hanging out with your pal Hal. And we would love for you to participate in the show. If you want to chat with us, if you want to give us any of your thoughts on pets, any of your thoughts on the holidays, what are you snacking on? What are you up to? You can get your smart device's attention and then use the magic word say and talk to us. So smart device, say, I'm just hanging out in my underwear. Thanks for kicking it with me. And or you can say, I'm eating peanut butter right out of the jar. Or you can go to backchannel.tv and chit chat with us there. Shout out to Jerry and Kerr who joined the stream. Great to see you. We got Joel in Maryland. Joel, thanks for popping in. Glad to have you here. We're going to be going up until 1 o'clock on the West Coast and 4 o'clock on the East Coast. And we're talking a little bit of news. We're talking a little bit of comedy. We're going to do some silly stuff, some fun stuff. And I appreciate you hanging out with your pal Hal right here on Backchannel. Thanks for being a part of the fun, everybody. All right. So now we did a Twitter account deep dive. Now we're going to jump into a couple of reviews and recommendations. These are things that are streaming right now that you can watch, that you can check out. So I watched about half of the new movie, 8-Bit Christmas, on HBO Max. And it's my review is not bad. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to bring up some of the reviews of this film as well. So yeah, it's got 76% on the Rotten Tomato meter, 74% audience score, so it's pretty consistent there. But the thing about 8-Bit Christmas, it absolutely has the vibe of a new A Christmas Story. So A Christmas Story, one of the greats, one of the great Christmas films of all time. Great holiday film. You got Ralphie. Ralphie wants his Red Ryder BB gun. So it's essentially take out the Red Ryder BB gun, put in an old school 80s Nintendo set instead of the Red Ryder BB gun. And that's 8-Bit Christmas. And it's everything else is like very similar. You got the kids in their snow outfits, like messing around, getting in trouble, and they're bullies, and they're like all sorts of like these archetypes of different types of kids, like a rich kid, and then like the kids that whose families don't have as much money. It's like, oh, can they buy them a Nintendo? And then yeah, like they have bullies and like like they're playing this game King of the Mountain on top of a giant snow pile and pushing the other kids down. And it's got a real fun vibe. It's got some a couple of recognizable fun actors in it. Neil Patrick Harris, Steve Zahn, also funny and underrated June Raphael. You might recognize her from some stuff. But 8-Bit Christmas, if you love the vibe of A Christmas Story, but you want kind of a new take on kind of that familiar territory, this is one you could get into. And if you are a parent of a certain age and you want to kind of bond with your kids over that stuff, I think this is going to be a movie to do that. It's like, I don't know about y'all, I had an old Nintendo back in the day. I also have one right here that is not hooked up yet. So there's that. Yeah, the cast, June Diane Raphael, Steve Zahn, Neil Patrick Harris. Here are a couple of the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes for 8-Bit Christmas. So Michael Ordonia of the LA Times says this is a very well-made film. Okay. Kayla Marsh from the New York Times says, when it isn't fawning over roller rinks, Goonies posters, and Casio watches, which is true, it gets a little drunk on the nostalgia. It's like, whoa, look at this thing. Remember that? Whoa, look at that thing. Remember that? But in the movie's defense, the whole thing is what this remember Nintendo. And also, it is a little bit of a 2-hour Nintendo commercial. So, but Nintendo, like they're not still making old, or maybe they will. Maybe they're going to relaunch the nostalgia based Nintendo. But when it isn't fawning over roller rinks, Goonies posters, and Casio watches, 8-Bit Christmas is a warm and refreshingly earnest holiday comedy. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It does have that fun vibe of like, okay, yeah, it's funny-ish enough for the kids and for the family, for adults, so people are going to get on board. Here's a bad review of it from Nick Allen at RogerEbert.com. He says, 8-Bit Christmas may have a more grounded approach to gamer culture than you'd expect, but it's constantly beat by its own limited imagination. Okay, so yeah, it is simply like it's kind of like I said, replacing the Nintendo, or replacing the Red Ryder BB gun with the Nintendo. So it is a little bit limited by that. I didn't finish the movie. We started watching it, and then it's like, okay, we put a pin in this, come back to it later. A harmless trifle assembled like a Frankenstein monster from the parts of other far better films. It's a good movie to turn on in the background as you decorate the tree. And thank you. That's from Larry Carroll of a site called Looper. I feel like in the holiday season, that's something we kind of want. Like, we want to be able to turn on a holiday movie while we do holiday stuff, or like even when you have friends over for a Christmas party or a holiday gathering or a Hanukkah party. Happy Hanukkah, by the way, 5th night. Enjoy that menorah. You want to have something holiday like on in the background while you're toasting, while you're drinking, while you're lighting the menorah and lighting a big fat joint. Whatever you do at your holiday party, you want to have some holiday related stuff on in the background. So that's cool. I'm all for that. I am feeling that. And there it is, 8-bit Christmas, a worthwhile, fun holiday trifle. I think, yeah, you're not going to be like, whoa, uh, move over A Christmas Carol or move over Ebenezer Scrooge or like 8-bit Christmas is now legendary. Like, oh, Jimmy Stewart and It's a Wonderful Life. Nah, 8-bit Christmas just took the throne. No, it's a fun holiday, good time. There you go. Nothing more, nothing less. I also got to watch something that is streaming. By the way, 8-bit Christmas available on HBO Max. I'll just say that again. I also watched the brand new offering from the MCU that dropped on Disney, Hawkeye. I watched all 3 episodes of Hawkeye, and I liked it. I didn't love it. Here's the thing with Hawkeye, okay? If you're on board, if you're the type of person who's watched everything in the MCU, if you're the type of person who has like watched all the theatrical movies, you've watched the show on Disney Plus, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, uh, WandaVision, you're gonna watch Hawkeye, whether it's good, mediocre, or a steaming pile of dog do. You're gonna watch it. This Okay, so I like it, but I feel like there's not enough backstory for Haley Steinfeld, who is kind of the heir apparent to Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye. And I say that because, okay, they talk about her being a very good archer and she's a good fencer, but then she does all of this martial arts and beats up a gang of like giant, dangerous Russian dudes, like a like an organized crime. She's a she's playing a 22-year-old young woman, uh, and listen, I get it. Like Black Widow or like whoever, like they're absolutely. I can suspend my disbelief and see this character do this, but we don't get any indication that she can do all that. And then all of a sudden, she breaks off like crazy moves, like jumping up, grabbing someone around the neck with her legs and flipping them. And I'm like, what? Didn't know she could do that, and they sort of explain it. But let me take it one step further. There's a villain in the show, this woman, another a female villain who seriously kicks ass, and they give her this montage of what her backstory is, and the villain's world building and backstory is more complete and more believable than our hero Haley Steinfeld, who's going to drive the series, and I would think like eventually make it into the MCU cinematic movies, because she's being built up to take over for Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye. So I am kind of like splitting hairs here a little bit. But also, I would say it's some of the storytelling is very convenient. Like, you could poke holes in it, and the action is few and far between, and we end up and we end every show with like a cliffhanger, which is fun, but it's like, oh, it's a little bit manipulative. But what I do like, Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld, they're both very fun to watch. Jeremy Renner's, you know, as a singer, not so much, but as Hawkeye, he's fun. He's got a cool vibe, and Haley Steinfeld, she's very enjoyable to watch. She's because she does pull off, even though the character, like the believability of how they built the character, is lacking. The way she owns it, the way she owns doing it, she's fun to watch, and she delivers great one-liners, and she's very good at that classic kind of Marvel banter. So overall, it's so Marvel fare, but yeah, not blown away by it. But it's kind of introducing this character and trying to tell us an interesting story at the same time. And I guess we'll see, like, is Jeremy Renner passing the torch? Will he ever come back? Is this the last we'll see of him as Hawkeye? I don't know. But yeah, a little underwhelmed by this show overall. A little underwhelmed. But I'll watch it. I'm watching. Listen, they're doing something right. Okay. I'm not like, oh, not going to watch this. It's, although some of the movies, like I haven't seen the Eternals. I haven't seen the Eternals. I haven't seen, you know what? I still haven't. Here's a little secret. I still haven't seen Black Widow. Okay. I still saw Shang-Chi. Didn't go to the theaters to see Black Widow. Didn't rent it. When is Black Widow free to watch on Disney Plus yet? Let's look that up. Black Widow on Disney Plus. Oh, it is now streaming on Disney Plus. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. All right. You know what? So maybe I'm overdue. I'm overdue. I'm going to check out Black Widow, and then I'll probably check out Eternals when it comes to Disney Plus. And by the way, let's see what they say about Hawkeye on the old Rotten Tomatoes website. Yeah, it's people like it. It's got 92% on the tomato meter, 80% on the audience score. And the supporting cast is good. Oh, I love this actor, Tony Dalton, who you might recognize from Better Call Saul. Tony Dalton he's great in Better Call Saul. So, and if you saw the season finale of the last season we had of Better Call Saul, this guy, he's scary. He's a good actor. He's charismatic, and this guy, he shows up here as the love interest for Vera Farmiga, who we know from the Conjuring movies, recently in The Many Saints of Newark as Tony Soprano's mom. And she is Haley Steinfeld's mom in Hawkeye. And yeah, so good supporting cast. And let's see some of the reviews. Okay. It doesn't feel entirely necessary in the increasingly bloated Marvel universe, but this miniseries is still an enjoyable holiday trifle. We keep coming back. So at the end of the day, if it's probably going to be a holiday trifle, because that's the second review I've read for a different thing that also called the thing a holiday trifle. 8-Bit Christmas and Hawkeye, both holiday trifles. This is a 6-part Marvel Cinematic Universe series, cleverly conceived, brilliantly cast piece of Phase 4 puzzle. Yes, it is part of Marvel's Phase 4. If you miss this one, it's not clear if you will have any trouble following whatever comes up next in the movies, although it must be said that this show is still more entertaining than all 3 hours of the Eternals. Ooh, shots fired at the Eternals. Here are a couple of bad reviews. Steinfeld deserves a better introduction than this piece of tinsel in which the first two episodes never transcends the rating of fine. So that's from salon.com. And that's kind of what I was saying. Like, like, it's kind of like, oh, now she went from kid to powerful enough to be a superhero. And I'm kind of like, I I get we have to suspend disbelief. It's a superhero universe, and I know, uh I mean, I don't want to believe this, but I guess it's the truth that superheroes aren't real. I get it. I get that I have to suspend disbelief, y'all. Uh Lauren Coates from Culturess. The show has so little faith in our interest in Clint Barton as a character that it buries his best moments under a sea of Kate Bishop's screen time and backstory, hoping the shiny new hero will appease audience more than Renner's veteran. Yeah, and you know what? There's some One of my favorite Hawkeye moments is like dark murder Hawkeye from the Avengers. Was it Infinity War or Endgame where he was just out murking dudes? Like Jeremy Renner was just like he just went straight up ninja and like started killing bad guys. That kind of comes back into play in the show a little bit. Anyway, there it is. Listen, and all the reviews aside, if you watch the Marvel stuff, you're there we go. Which movie is that from? Endgame. There, very good. Thank you, Travis Reeves. Once again, Johnny on the spot, killing it. Thank you, brother. And yeah, I could have gone for a whole movie of that, like Jeremy Renner's uh, deadly ninja assassin. So, but here's the thing: if you're going to watch the MC, if you're going to watch these Disney Plus shows, you're going to watch this. If you're not, I don't even know. Is there something I could say that would persuade you if you're not already a devotee? Travis, what do you got for me, pal?
I want to pop in here if that's okay,
Please.
and this show is something that I was absolutely looking forward to, and also at the same time afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
So very afraid of, because the run of comics, which is a pretty short run, it's only two compendiums, 20 issues that this is based off of, is my favorite of all time. I think I mentioned that a couple of days ago. And there's a really good show in here that's like fighting for its life amidst a sea of kind of weird choices. And I agree with a lot of what you're saying. There's so much backstory given to this character that is like we're perceived to see as like the main villain, that feels almost too soon because we've only seen her in one scene, as much as it's
Mm-hmm.
like. And there's that character of the uncle, which if you've read the comics, it's clear who that is, and it'll be cool when it's revealed, and that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
But I urge anyone who's watching this
Why,
and
why don't you talk to us about it for a minute while I step away, and
oh,
I'll be right
absolutely,
back. Okay? Yeah. Give folks a little backstory because I appreciate that you have that comic perspective.
you got it. Hi, welcome to Travis Talks Your Ear Off about Marvel Comics. So, Matt Fraction wrote and David Asia illustrated an impossibly good run of Hawkeye back in like 2012. And one thing I appreciate about what this Marvel adaptation is doing is they are, when they can, paying homage to this book, and they're finding little spots. Like in the third episode, there's a scene where uh, Kate and Clint have this whole freeway action exchange, and they end up in the middle of like a subway car at the end, and this kind of like that after almost the end credits of Avengers 1 where they're all getting shawarma, and it's like this chilling out scene. And Clint at this time doesn't have his hearing aid, it's been busted. So Kate has an entire conversation to Clint that he can't hear, and he has an entirely separate conversation to her about himself. And it's just this really fun misdirect moment. And there are moments like that that make me remember what I like about the comic so much. Or, for example, there's a lot of, in the third episode, action made about trick arrows, which have never really been a thing in the MCU up till now. That wasn't like a Hawkeye bit. But in the comic, there's like a solid issue and a half that just features a variety of trick arrows by name. And there are some things that they do stylistically in the comic that I feel like they could have done here. But what's happened tonally is you end up with this program that feels like, to my mind, a Marvel series that is also a Disney Channel original movie, which is unfortunate because they had such cutting, dry, quick humor and exposition in the comic with such a striking art style that the moments they have in there are incredible, but it's surrounded, to my mind, by a sea of just a lot of stuff. I do have to commend them for nailing the Tracksuit Mafia, in which they say bro every other word. It's a great time. Anyways, that's my review of Hawkeye. I highly recommend checking out, if you can find it, which you can. They're re-releasing it for now. It's Hawkeye, My Life as a Weapon by Matt Fraction and David Asia. It is a lot of fun. Anyways, I'm going to pass it off back to Hal now. Thanks for letting me rant, everybody.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thanks, Travis, for giving us, the peek into the source material for Hawkeye and the run of the comic that inspired much of what we're seeing in this series, Hawkeye on Disney Plus. It's 12:27, everybody. Thank you for hanging out right here on Backchannel with your pal and our producer Travis Reeves, producer Travis holding it down. I would love for you to be a part of the fun. If you want to hang out and chit chat, let us know what's on your mind. You can go to backchannel.tv and type in whatever you think there, or go ahead and talk to us. Get your device's attention. Use the magic word "say" and drop in whatever info you want after that. Say, "Thanks for the info, Travis," or say, "I haven't read Hawkeye, but I love comics and I'll pick it up next time at the store." Or let us know what you're snacking on. Let us know if you're hanging out with your pets. Get your smart device's attention. Use the word "say" and say, "I'm just sitting here on the couch with my bulldog Bowser." Whatever is on your mind. And those were our streaming reviews and recs. Now we're going to do something called weird reviews. And I found some interesting movie reviews that were just too funny or too just too mean, too sharp, and they were compiled here on a website called Insider, 50 of the funniest, most searing movie reviews ever written. I want to read a couple of these. And these critics did not hold back when talking about certain movies. So first off, we have a review of the celeb-filled film Valentine's Day. So it's do you remember, like, we went through a period where we had movies that were unfortunately being made. It was just like, it kind of started with Love Actually, but then it became these celebrity filled movies like New Year's Day, Valentine's Day. I think there were more of them as well. I know I'm forgetting some, but this quote from Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times, the great Roger Ebert: "Valentine's Day is being marketed as a date movie. I think it's more of a first date movie. If your date likes it, do not date that person again. And if you like it, there may not be a second date." Sick burn, Roger Ebert. Nicely done. Let's see another of these reviews. Okay, here's one of Twilight. And Listen, Twilight, mega popular, obviously, made $390 million dollars at the box office. It said, I think that probably more at this point, and just like the books and DVDs and everything. I've had mosquito bites that were more passionate than this undead, unrequited, and altogether unfun pseudo romantic riff on Romeo and Juliet. Ouch. Yeah. Uh Edward and Bella, like, broadsided by that bad review. All right. And that comes from Mark Salov of the Austin Chronicle. Here's another one. This movie is called The Other Woman. I don't even remember. Oh, you know what? Yes. I think, yeah, it was, what was it, like Cameron Diaz? Uh, I want to. I'm going to look up The Other Woman just because, like, now this is like a blast from the past. All right, 2014 film with, yes, Cameron Diaz, Leslie Mann, and model, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Kate Upton. Okay. uh, I know what you're thinking. Enough beating around the bush. Just tell us whether you liked it. Consider this, which I will say in terms this movie would understand. If you were on an airplane, The Other Woman might not be preferable to simply staring into your empty airsick bag, but it has enough nicely executed physical comedy that in the event that you become ill, it's definitely preferable to staring into your occupied airsick bag. Ouch. On NPR with that scathing review of The Other Woman. Uh, the Other Woman, with also starring Jamie Lannister, Nikolai Coster-Waldau, Nicki Minaj in The Other Woman, and Don Johnson. All right, here's let's see. Oh, the Emoji Movie. Yeah, like anyone else like me, I considered the Emoji Movie to be one of the signs of the apocalypse. Like the fact that these things on our phone are now in a movie, and the poop emoji voiced by Sir Patrick Stewart. Just me, maybe, that the Emoji Movie was a sign of the apocalypse. Here is a review of the Emoji Movie, which is 8% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. This is a movie about how words aren't cool. But if you can still expect a girl to fall at your feet in response to mild wordplay, please keep up. Or throw whatever device you're reading this on into the ocean. Send me a postcard. Tell me what it's like to be free. Yeah. That's from The Verge. The Emoji Movie, a sign of the apocalypse. And here is the highly promoted and big budget for Netflix Will Smith vehicle, Bright, and written by Max Landis, who landed in a lot of hot water. Just a lot of unsavory stuff about him came out later. But Bright, it's like the orcs exist in this world and fantasy creatures, but we're also in the real world, and an orc is partnered with Will Smith. And I think the orc is played by Joel Edgerton, his partner. Anyway, here are some unkind words about Bright. While I had the misfortune to see Bright in a theater, most people will simply press play out of curiosity on their Roku remote. I am willing to concede that this might elevate the experience a little. The ability to take a quick trip to the kitchen or restroom after shouting, "No, don't pause it," to your partner on the couch will be liberating. there you go. So, the highlight of watching that movie at home, a trip to the restroom or kitchen. And one last one. This is a movie that we talked about. Was it yesterday or the day before? Oh, a couple days ago. It just left Netflix. It is the John Travolta classic Battlefield Earth. And here's the review of Battlefield Earth. Battlefield Earth saves its scariest moment for the end, a virtual guarantee that there will be a sequel. Oh my God. But I don't know if that ever came. I don't know if it ever came. So, but yeah, so bad that the prospect of a sequel frightening. Those are a few of the fun, weird, just over the top reviews of some of these movies that, yeah, not remembered as being cinematic masterpieces. And it is 12:37 here on the West Coast, hanging out with your pal Hal. Thank you for taking the time and spending part of your day with us, whether you're working from home, like I am, right here in the home office, or you're just relaxing, just going through your day. You're in the kitchen making lunch. Thank you for hanging out with your pal Hal. We're going to be here till 1 o'clock on the West Coast. We're going to be here till 4 o'clock on the East Coast today, Thursday, December 2nd. And I got one more public service that I want to do for everybody. This segment is called Your Pal Hal Checks Out the Clickbait. A little bit of a deep dive into clickbait with your pal Hal, because it's there. It's always popping up. And I'm tempted. But then it's usually fools, and they have these incendiary lines that where it's like, oh, really? Okay. So I am going to take one for the team. I am going to suffer for the greater good and risk pop-up ads and spam by exploring some clickbait for you. I will suffer so you don't have to. And this clickbait is called 12 female fashion trends that men can't stand. Oh, girl. Don't get me started on these. No, we'll see. We'll see. Does this headline live up to the claim? These 12 female fashion trends that men can't stand. All right, I'll let you know. And this is on, interestingly enough, on a website called investing.com. Travis, good luck finding this. But let's see. 12 female, these fashion trends may not be worth the investment. Oh, I mean, apt headline, investing.com. All right, start slideshow. Statement necklaces. All right, so the headline was female fashion trends that men can't stand. A statement. So it's got a big necklace with all sorts of baubles and like giant beads and stuff on it. I wouldn't say that I can't stand it, but yeah, it is a little much. It's a little garish. So I'm going to give you that one. I'm going to give you that one, clickbait. The picture of this garish necklace. Next. Okay. Scrolling through. Brooches. Can we broach the subject of brooches? A brooch is a classic jewel. Rather than being worn on the body, it's attached to clothes, usually a coat or a jacket. While jewels can never really become outdated as a general concept, there are certain styles that can make one look rather old-fashioned and like a brooch. So I completely disagree, because there's a brooch here that looks like a scarab beetle. I think it's actually kind of cool. I'll F with the brooch. Sorry. I will approach the brooch. Yeah. So already We're only on item number 2, and I can stand it. I can stand it. Wearing teenage brands. Okay, so you're talking to someone who spends much of his life, like, I have action figures. Here's a wrestling action figure, Roddy Piper. I have graphic tees. I You're talking to someone who, I'll say it, got a little bit of the old Peter Pan complex. Never want to grow up. So they say Abercrombie, Forever 21, and Topshop are brands that are all rage, all the rage amongst young women with low. Listen, I have a jacket from Topshop or Top Man, and I think that's part of Topshop. So not true. Although dressing super age inappropriate, like some of those Virgil Abloh styles we were looking at, mm, maybe not. Like for me, I don't know if I could just pull them off. That might just be my fashion sense. Like if I was, if I was a little bit more, if I was stunting and fronting a little bit more, then I might be able to pull that off. But yeah, but I'm not. This doesn't bother me as much unless it's like, being here like in Los Angeles, you do have a lot of older people. Really, like I'm 60 years old, but I'm going to dress like a 20. And I'm like, yeah, not sure about that. But wearing these brands doesn't bug me as much. So far, this clickbait is a real letdown. Matching lipstick to your outfit. Yeah, they have like this one with purple lipstick and a purple jacket. That looks weird. Kitten heels. I've never heard this term. To heel or not to heel? That is the question. The kitten heel is a non-committal that neither a heel nor not a heel, which is not a proper answer to the question. Okay, this is a weird. I just don't like the name kitten heels. Oh, my mom just joined us. My mom is happy that I shaved. Yes, I did shave this morning. Thanks, Mom. My mom said I look nice. I appreciate that. Always nice to get a compliment from your mommy. Travis, have you ever heard of kitten heels?
Not once. No idea.
Yeah. I
Look them
asked
up
my
though.
wife this earlier when I had stumbled upon this, and she had.
Kitten heels.
But I mean, she wears heels. Me, I'm not a heel guy.
Oh, they're like itty bitty little tiny heels.
Itty bitty little teeny tiny heels.
Is in the
Easier to walk
thing.
in, it would seem.
My thing. I mean, heels in general. I don't understand it for the most part. But the idea is the platform in which you are standing, the actual pointed part of the heel, is
Yeah,
much smaller.
there you go.
Yeah.
Tiny heel. So you've heard of like 6-inch stiletto heels? These are literally like 1-inch heels.
This reminds me of if you've ever seen there's a little forest creature. I don't know where it's from, but it's called a dick, and it has these little tiny little baby little.
Oh, that looks like a deer.
Yeah, it's like a
That's
deer that's
adorable.
it's like a foot and a half high, and it has these little tiny kitten
What?
heel esque feet. Yeah,
Oh, look at that cute little bugger.
I know.
All right, one more in these fashion trends, which yeah, some not so funny t-shirts. All right, this I get behind. Like so I'll wear graphic tees or like some kind of like, t-shirt that has like, promotes something I'm into, but like the I'm with stupid or that's what she said, not so funny t-shirt. It's like, yeah, something you'd picture Michael Scott wearing from The Office. Arriving on a date with a shirt that says "I'm with stupid," or purchasing your significant other a shirt that says "My boyfriend went to New York and all I got was this T-shirt," is unlikely to score you any relationship points, nor will it make a particularly good impression on the first day of your new job. Yeah, I mean, are you in a job where you can dress kind of Casual Friday like that. While slogan T-shirts play a significant role when it comes to expressing one's views on important issues, for instance, back in 2016, when Grazia Chiuri for Dior sent models down the runway with T-shirts that said, "We should all be feminists." So, the not so funny T-shirt can be left behind, thrown out, never to return again. Yeah, every once in a while, it's like, okay, that's a good one, but usually it's just like, yeah, not not feeling it. Uh, my wife has really encouraged me to. She likes a neutral shirt. I still like, a sports team or certain logos. So yeah, it's a trade off. It's all a trade off. Hey, you know what I've learned? Marriage. It's about compromise. Though that was some clickbait. So that again, the headline was 12 female fashion trends that men can't stand. Between you and me, I was able to stand several of them, and I do identify as a man. Okay? So check yourself, clickbait. Folks, this has been quite a ride. It's not over yet. We're about to do our famous segment called This or That. This or that, folks, this or that. We are doing some this or that. Travis, come on in. I want to ask you these questions directly. Mom, you can play. Anyone else, if you want to play this or that, talk to your device. Use the word say. Tell us what you think. This one is not as spicy as what I threw at you yesterday, Travis. Yeah, we had a very dark this or that. But hey, listen, got to ask the tough questions. All right, so Travis,
Yes.
this or that, this or that. What do you prefer? What are you taking, Travis? A piece of cake or chips and guac? A piece of cake or chips and guac?
I, of course, have to see if I can find an image for this as is tradition. But I know my answer outright. Chips and guac all day, every day, no question. Over and over.
Gotcha.
Till I die.
Yeah. Same. Piece of cake or chips and guac? Which do you prefer? The sweet goodness of cake. Oh, it's just like a little bit decadent. You're indulging. Ooh, the cake. Ooh, nice. Just rich. You got layers, a layer cake. What kind of cake is it? A chocolate cake or is it a carrot cake? Vanilla cake. You got a cream cheese topping. Oh, or classic Mexican food, tortilla chips, nice guacamole, green avocado goodness. See, my mom chiming in. My mom loves the cake. She's going for the cake.
Really? All right.
Me? I'm a chip and guac guy.
I guess in some cultures, somewhere on some websites, you can also have both.
Whoa! Oh, is that the thing that looks like a cake?
I
But it's actually,
think
yeah, is that guac? Is that actually?
I'm trying to figure that out. Let's see where this takes us here. This is from YouTube. This might actually be. Yeah, I think you're right. This is one of those things that looks like a cake but isn't actually a cake, or
Right,
vice
right.
versa. Opening up a cake, filling it with something. No, it is a
Right.
cake, just decorated to look like a bowl of guacamole.
Yes, yeah, and that's just frosting, not
Yeah.
guac. Yeah, because there
This is
was this trend of like, oh, here's uh, look at my hand. I'm gonna cut it in half. Oh, it's a piece of cake. Like people were making very realistic cakes for a while.
yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do. There was a few. That was really that was a fun arc between it happening, everybody getting hype about it, it getting too much, and then the parodies of that, and yeah, and then there was the
Yeah,
inverse where there was things that looked like cake that were something else.
right.
Yeah.
There you go. It's like, oh, look at this happy birthday, smash, birds come out of it. Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so it looks like guac, chips and guac beat cake. Chips and guac beat cake. Uh, let's see. I think we got one more this or that. Okay. Here's a weird one. Would you rather have free hummus and pita chips, free hummus and pita, or uh, a free ticket to redeem at AMC theaters? Free hummus and pita or free ticket to redeem at AMC theaters?
How much hummus we talking about?
Like a serving, just a serving. So like a little, like just a little bowl, a small bowl, small tub of hummus.
This is tough. I think I'll go with the I'll go with the ticket.
Okay,
I think I'll go with the
Travis
ticket.
going
Yeah.
with the movie ticket. Um, yeah, interesting. I'm gonna go with the instant gratification with the hummus and the pita. I want to eat it right now. I'm a little bit hungry. I think I might be swayed
That's
by
fair.
that actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, but yeah, it kind of depends on my mood. Like the movie ticket, you bank it for later. I don't go to as many movies lately. With like you got Omicron out there now. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I would go to a movie. There are absolutely a couple of movies in theaters right now, and there's going to be a couple of several releases over the holidays that
Right.
I am looking forward to. Okay, and now so that was a little bit of this or that, this or that. Sorry if we broke your brain with those Sophie's choices. You want easy choices, then you're talking to the wrong guy. Thank you for hanging out with your pal Hal. Before we go, we got our favorite one of our favorite segments is rejected segments. So these are segments that we thought about doing, make it into the show, but now we're kind of going to end up doing them anyway. But these rejected segments, you might be saying to yourself, wait, there's rejected segments? You already did some stuff that was like questionable. And this is even more questionable? Yes. So this first segment that was rejected is called Hal Plays the Spoons for 10 minutes straight. I don't know if you're familiar, like Soundgarden had a song in the 90s called Spoon Man, about a guy who played the spoons, I guess in Seattle. This one, so we were very close to it. I got the spoons right here, actual spoons, and we were going to do that. Yeah, you heard that. So imagine 10 minutes of that. I'm not even very good. Like the Spoon Man in Seattle. Yeah, he could probably has rhythm and a beat. I think he might have passed away. I think I saw like a news article or something about Seattle's famous Spoon Man, the titular Spoon Man of the Soundgarden song, passing away years ago. But yeah, like I get, like, if you're going to become a Spoon Man, you got to be pretty good at playing the spoons. Uh, me, I'm not good, and I would have been doing it for 10 to 15 minutes. And that would have become very hard to listen to very quickly, because it was already hard to listen to when I did it for 10 seconds. So that was today's rejected segment. Folks, we've come to the end of the road. And I want to thank you for spending time hanging out with your pal Hal today. It's been a pleasure chatting with you, hanging out, talking to you. I want to thank everybody at Backchannel. I want to thank all the folks that stopped by and spent some time with us today. I want to thank producer Travis for keeping the show on the rails as always. And we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. And again, we are here Monday through Friday, along with several other very funny, informative, and thoughtful hosts. So come on back to Backchannel, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.